From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Steven Matz gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Ike?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA in the low 2s. Almost every time out, he was picture perfect. And I expect it'll be more of the same in this one.
Odubel Herrera makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Philadelphia, center fielder, number 37.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Conforto looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Boy, I've heard of a quick strike offense, but they don't come any quicker than this. One pitch into the ball game, and it's already 1-0.
Cesar Hernandez will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes you deep.
This is skied out toward right. Moving under it, Granderson, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, you got to keep an eye on the big piece himself, Ryan Howard. He's proven that he's one of the best clutch hitters in the game. He's compiled over 1,000 RBIs in his career. An impressive feat, and he's still going.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Turning for second now is Howard. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is after it. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for 3, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
Stepping in now, Andres Blanco. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Cespedes going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Phillies on top, 2-0. Aaron Nola gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, this will be his second start of the season. In his first start, he already got himself in the win column. He'll be looking to add to that here.
David Wright comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
David Wright.
Into the seats, 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And a swing and a miss that time by Wright as he couldn't come up with it. 1 away. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Neil Walker will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Under it is Franco, and that's out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Howard in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Peter Borges makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. A solo home run off the bat of Peter Borges. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Striding into the box, J.P. Arancibia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. In there, a base hit. The relay, and it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Oh, well, you know what? You got to like the hustle, but you've also got to know your outfielder's arms out there. This never had a shot of succeeding, and he gets caught running himself into a pretty avoidable out.
Into the box now, Aaron Nola. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Odubel Herrera will get a second shot at it now. Remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the heart.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-0 Philadelphia. Leading off the inning, Lucas Duda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
First baseman, Lucas Duda.
Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Michael Conforto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Howard will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Cesar Hernandez is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, heading for second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
More trouble here to start this inning, too. They've had this guy's number so far, and now here's a leadoff double on the very first pitch. It's right back into the stretch with the runner in scoring position.
Maikel Franco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Number 6, Ryan Howard.
So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia 3rd, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. Lifted the other way to left center. Conforto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in, Cody Ashe. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. High and deep to center field. Looking up is Cespedes. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Fightin' Phils have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, come on, guys. That's 3 home runs he's allowed in the first 3 innings of work, and I got to think that they've seen enough, haven't they? I just can't see him turning things around the way he's been getting lit up so far.
Standing in now, Andres Blanco.
Andres Blanco.
Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Into the box now, Peter Borges. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Runners off for second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets nothing. Curtis Granderson will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Right,
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Franco bare hands it. He's up with it. The throw. And the throw is too strong as it's over the head of Howard.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
In now, Steven Matz, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside there.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
It just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball. This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
David Wright will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
Now pitch swung on and missed as they get a header right now. 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. J.P. Arencibia is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
The pitcher, Aaron Nola, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's thrown a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike 1. 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. Hard hit ball to second. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Standing in now, Michael Franco, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Settling in now, Ryan Howard. He flew out in his last at-bat. Wheeler pauses. First pitch on the way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Cespedes looks up. Gone! Ryan Howard unloads on a 3-run homer. 12 home runs for him now thus far as the blowout continues.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Boy, I'm not sure what he's doing out there. I mean, you've already got the base hit. Take a turn and hold on. Turn around, give your first base coach a high five. Instead, I guess he's thinking about 2, but whatever he's doing, it didn't work out, and it wasn't all that smart.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Man, I'll tell you, you talk about veteran leadership and showing youngsters how to approach each and every at-bat at the major league level. Well, just show him the tape of this swing. If he tries to pull this pitch, it's either a 4-hopper or an easy fly ball. Instead, he knows just to basically throw his hands at this thing, and he's able to drive it the other way for a double.
Here's Peter Borges standing in as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
In now, J.P. Arancibia as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. Conforto is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So this already sizable lead gets even larger. Into the box, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
0-1. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Yoenis Cespedes is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Cespedes out in front here as this is pulled into the seats, foul down the left side. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Lucas Duda digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. Phillies lead this one 10-0. Aaron Nola heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Pitcher, Aaron Nola.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. There's a drive out to left center field. And this will get to the wall now, out beyond the 385 sign. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? And here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. He's got other plans. As he gets pretty good wood on this one, he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Hit hard back up the middle. Cabrera's up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman,
Cesar Hernandez. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least 1 run every inning, our crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently by the Rockies in 1999. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Granderson. He can't get there as it falls in. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Here's big Ryan Howard now as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Oh, no, you don't.
The left fielder, number 25.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit sharply toward the right side. Granderson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. Philadelphia is on top, 11-0. Michael Conforto will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, catcher,
Travis d'Arnaud is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Curtis Granderson will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
2 out, nobody on. To first, fielded by Howard, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail in this. Andres Blanco makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
Oh, and he hit this ball hard, too, didn't he? I mean, this is a fastball right out over the middle of the plate, and he just hammers it to get himself in scoring position here, leading off the inning.
Peter Borges will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Two great at-bats here to start the inning. Well, both guys swinging on the first pitch, and now they're set up with runners at the corners and nobody out.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First offering on its way. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Walker will put this one away for out number one.
A big out right there. Not only do you get the pop-up, but also you keep that double play in order.
Aaron Nola will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But he will not try it as he heads back to the bag. You know, I thought he had it easily, but he apparently didn't think so, and there are two gone now. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for two bases. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. And that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Throws there, and he is neat at home plate. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. And as Dribble Cabrera gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far. And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. 1 out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher
Alejandro De Aza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Alejandro De Aza.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Ground ball right side. Hernandez scoops it up, and a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out. And when your pitcher hasn't given up a hit, believe me, you're going to feel the pressure out there just about as much as he does. These guys know what's at stake. So that's a good job right there to look that ball in and then make a good, strong throw for the out. David Wright stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the Mets. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Jerry Blevins will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Drilled down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Ryan Howard will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. High and deep to right center field. Cespedes racing back, still going back. Gone! A solo shot there for Ryan Howard. His 2nd home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. So standing in, Kobayashi. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. This is pulled into right. Granderson back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Stepping in now, Andres Blanco. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Phillies lead it 14-0. Neil Walker will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit. And he is in there.
Well, that has to be a huge disappointment for that guy right there. He made yet another great pitch, but this is going to wind up as an infield single, and it's going to take away the no-hitter along with it.
Yoenis Cespedes is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is Herrera. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
The first baseman, number 20.
Here's Lucas Duda now.
Duda.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Ranging back is Borges. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Up next for the Mets.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Looking up is Borges. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud.
As he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. Pereira comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The right fielder, number 3.
Curtis Granderson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Out in front of it, strike 1. On his way to pitch number 75. Bounced weakly near the plate. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out.
The shortstop, number 13,
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in. He flew out his last time up. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Borges. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Peter Borges steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd.
Peter Borges.
From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher J.P. Arancibia.
Now in the box, J.P. Arancibia, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as this lead got even wider.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup is going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Up next for Philadelphia, pitcher.
In now, Aaron Nola. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Hard liner to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Making a bid for a base hit. This is a tough play for a center fielder because that first step is usually back, but he's charging hard and he lays out to pull it in.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Well, that's a pretty good at-bat right there. He just went with the pitch and took it the other way. Hit that hard right at the left fielder who's been standing out there for about 130 years.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Michael Franco steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Conforto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Juan Lagares will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning, and he's surprised that he's back out there for the 8th.
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but he might have said something between innings that made his manager change his mind, so he's back out there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Borges is there. 1 down. David Wright will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman
Neil Walker will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ashe giving chase, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, and as you can see, they are way behind. Addison Reed will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A solo shot there for Ryan Howard. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Here's Cody Ashe as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. smoked on the ground left side. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in now, Andres Blanco. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Reed's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a drive out to left center field. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
You know, that's a real surprise to me right there that he's only on first base. To me, that's a ball that he's got to have 2 on, but for whatever reason, he decides to hold on at first.
He's set, and the pitch. Squares around and drops down a good one. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Make it 18 runs home now, and this has been an absolute drubbing, and it might not be over yet.
J.P. Arancibia will stand in again as we take you back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. A 2-run shot that helped get us to where we are now. Line hard into left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Now batting.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Cameron Rupp will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 29, Cameron Rupp.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Conforto going back on it at the track. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they just continue to pour it on here.
Oh, and well, you could probably follow the thinking on the mound right there. He's got the bases loaded now. He doesn't want to fall behind, so he's just going to try to get that first one over to start the at-bat to try to get ahead in the count. And that's going to turn out to be a decision he's going to regret, because this guy is sitting on the first pitch, and he's going to turn it into a grand slam.
Odubel Herrera.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Henry Mejia will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Your attention, please.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. First pitch on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Cody Ashe stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit.
Oh, that's a great game for sure, but the fact that this is the 7th at-bat is pretty crazy. What's going on?
Line hard toward right center. Cespedes is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Now both runners are breaking. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Cespedes. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
And everything's going right for these guys right now. This has turned into an 8-run inning. They've just blown the doors off of this one.
Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just tag him out between second and not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Philadelphia's on top, 25-4. David Hernandez will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Hernandez.
Yoenis Cespedes will lead things off here in the 9th in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Lucas Duda is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Pulled toward right center field. Borges on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Michael Conforto comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Pereira over to his right. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here. Ryan Howard, one for the ages. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 25-4.